Hey y'all, I'm gonna come on here and address this right quick, uh, cause it's heavy on my heart right now. So I had ran across a video on YouTube, and I paraphrased in the title because I can't really remember the title word from word, and it was a new channel, but it was basically talking about a woman with children and a woman without children, and I guess the value of a woman with children, a woman without. So I watched a little bit of it, barely. I think I was like a minute in, but I was really in the comments, and I'm just reading a lot of the comments, and it's just so many people throwing and casting stones on single mothers and things of that sort. And y'all, I'm a single mom. But the thing is, I hold myself accountable. You see what I'm saying? I hold myself accountable. And one thing I want to say before I even finish, y'all, is when you hold yourself accountable to any mistakes you made, or any shortcomings that you have made, and etc., when you hold yourself accountable and you really dig deep spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and all these different things, when people try to throw and cast stones and hurt you, when the enemy try to use these different vessels, these different bodies to spew words to hurt you and to try to make you feel less than, you just be like, oh, okay, you feel me? Like, I already had to battle that with myself. I already had to take that. And if you believe in God, which I do, you be like, oh, I had to take that up with God. I already had to battle that. I already had to deal with that. And yeah, I'm aware. So when you hold yourself accountable, it's not much that the enemy can do. But it's like when you let's say you a person who hurt and you really don't know much and really not that spiritually in tune, or you still going through trauma, emotional stuff, and just different things from the past, and etc., bitterness, abandonment, just many different things that a lot of us people go through. When you're going through those things, it'll be hard to kind of see and hold yourself accountable and be aware of these things, so these things will be able to hurt you. And it be a trick of the enemy to always make you feel less than, due to mistakes, and try to speak these different things over you to try to make it seem like you cannot overcome or right your wrongs. So I say that to say this, y'all. I'm a single mother who holds herself 100% accountable about who I laid down with. 100%. I hold myself 100% accountable on my end. But guess what? First things first, and one thing's for certain, on the behalf of my daughter and on the behalf of my child, when God placed this baby within my womb, when God placed my child within my womb, God had purpose. God had purpose. And ever since when I found out about me being with child, and when I conceived and things of that sort, so much revelation was downloaded to me. And though throughout my pregnancy and all these different things and how things went, I made sure that I prayed over my child. I made sure that if anything sprung up as far as bitterness and all these other different things, I made sure I cast it down. I made sure even on sad days that I took it to God and all these other different things. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? My child shows how content she is, how loving she is, how in tune with God she is, and how gifted she is. And I know God placed this child within my life to save me from many of my mistakes, to save this generational bloodline, this whole bloodline of constant things, constant stuff happening, and all these other different things. I'm not gonna get too deep within that, and too deep into that. I will talk about that another time. But I come to say that my child is a blessing. You see what I'm saying? And on the behalf of me being a single mom, I learned so much about myself. You see what I'm saying? Because I used to make so many of the same mistakes of not loving myself. You see what I'm saying? Not loving myself and doing things or trying to seek attention and all these things. I've seen comments of people saying, oh, people always want to blame they childhood and background as to why they make these mistakes. And these people, it be people with the most. I'm talking about if you end up seeing and knowing about the nasty things that they have done in their past and the things that they have done in these past. These people are so critical, but the most critical people be having some very nasty baggage. See, I ain't no woman who will come on here and be judgmental, because we all have different baggage. We all have done disgusting and nasty things in the sight of God. So who am I to judge? I'm a very humble soul. However, I'm not about to let y'all people out here who is not perfect at all come and make me feel less than. And I'm not about to let y'all out here who are being used by the enemy make me feel bad. I already took that up with God as far as me being a single mother. But on the behalf of me and how I parent, baby, my child shows. And I know and I speak life on my seed. I always pray over my seed. I know my daughter will be much better than me. I know my daughter will follow God's lead. I know my daughter will break many curses. I'm a woman who broke many curses of my family as well. But as far as having a child outside of wedlock, yeah, I did that. You see what I'm saying? But guess what? I pray over my daughter that she don't. You see what I'm saying? Now I can't fit the masculine shoes, but guess who can fit the masculine shoes is the Most High. And my daughter knows the Most High. She gonna continue to know the Most High. These people come and they throw stones and they don't even be knowing the Most High. You see what I'm saying? One thing and one character about the Most High is that God judges with righteous judgment. God is a righteous judge. You see what I'm saying? These people out here in the world, they be so quick to throw stones and their judgment isn't righteous. How could you let the one without sin cast the first stone? Y'all cannot. Y'all cannot. Y'all out here doing so many nasty things and dirty deeds and all these different things. So many aborted, so many plan B'd it out, so many are infertile due to spiritual things happening in the spirit realm. Y'all don't even know about spirit spouses and soul ties and how this stuff can even cause you to be infertile. And all of these different things. Many people who are out here doing some very nasty, wicked, disgusting things, and they be so quick to throw and cast stones on single mothers, single fathers, and things of that sort. I come to say to you, any of you all out here who is a single mother or who is a single father, there's so many different angles as to why many of us are going through these things. One of the top reasons is because folks do not want to take care of their responsibilities and they aren't able to put out love, and they aren't able to take care of their responsibilities. It's immaturity, it's trauma, it's many different things, like many different spiritual things. You see what I'm saying? That takes place. That's one of the top reasons why. It's many different things I can name, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna just keep it simple with that. And then another thing is it could be incarceration. The child's father or mother is locked up. Other reasons, some of you all were married. You see what I'm saying? I done seen so many comments of women saying, "No, I was married, but this dude didn't take care of his responsibilities, or he was abusive, or he was a narcissist, he was cheating. I had to leave for my sake, for my children's sake." So many different things. It's people who walked away from abusive situations, and unfortunately, it's also, and my heart goes out to you all who had an active parent, but the active parent has passed on many different reasons. You never know why someone is a single parent. You see what I'm saying? But these people be out here so ignorant and they cast stones and they just let the enemy use them. You see what I'm saying? They just let the enemy use them. But at the end of the day, if there's accountability for us to take, depending on your situation, because some things you have no control over, hold yourself accountable. You can't hold yourself accountable. The last part when I said something about death, unfortunately, you can't hold yourself accountable because your the active parent has passed on. You see what I'm saying? And once again, my heart goes out to y'all. But for those of us who, let's say, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-spouse, or situationships, one night stands and things like that, hold yourself accountable. We got to hold ourselves accountable, because guess what? When we hold ourselves accountable, y'all, when folks try to throw stuff at us, we be like, man, listen, we been there and I've been there and I done it, and I'm not going to let you come to me, y'all, genuinely. Because I even ran across that video with the single mom song. I listened to the whole thing. I'm like, oh, okay, he got some flow. I looked at it and I just shook my head. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't allow no bitterness to come through, because guess what, y'all? Even as a single mother, I'm not going to lie, it be times where I'll be hurt because of the situation. I'm like, dang, I wish I would have done better. So my child could have had this and could have had that. But guess what, y'all? I'm a damn good mother. I'm a damn good mother. And it be people who even in two-parent households. Let me say this and let me break this down really clearly. It be even people with, it could be two of y'all. Because this goes on to, it could be two of them. And guess what? They don't even know they don't even understand and know that this world is spiritual. You see what I'm saying? So they don't even know to pray over their child, but they think because they're physically there and they're financially there that they're doing something. All the while their child is out here feeling lonely and different things like that, and out here making different mistakes, but they think because they're physically present and they're financially doing things that you see what I'm saying? No, I'm a woman who prays on my child. Make sure I come through spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, all of that, even as a single mom, to make sure that my daughter, to make sure I do I do my behalf as a worldly mother, not a worldly in that sense, but as on this physical earth, I do my duties as a physical mom. But as far as God, the Most High, He makes sure that he does His part as both parents, as the ultimate father, as the ultimate parent. At the end of the day, this child that I had, that God put in place within my womb, and that child that God has placed within your womb, mama, or that child that the Most High had put within your body, if you are a man, within your seed, guess what? That's God's child at the end of the day. Make sure you take care of your child, because guess what? Why these, and I'm gonna put this out here. I may be all over the place, but I'm dropping many gems. See, these dudes out here who don't take care of their children, or these mothers out here who don't take care of their children. First things first, if you don't take care of your responsibilities, it says in that word, if you do not, it's very important. You don't take care of your responsibilities. It says that you are worse than an unbeliever. In God's eyes, that is very, very, very wicked. And guess what? Another gem that I'm gonna drop. When these people out here don't take care of their seed, they don't take care of their responsibility, guess what? Their resources dry up. And I ain't talking about just financial. I'm not talking about just financial, like their resources dry up. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. These people are drying themselves up in so many different ways. These people may be on a high horse and living it up. For any of you who women, mothers, fathers who, they doing this, they out here, they on social media, or they doing this, they living their best life. Guess what? It's a time and a place for those who don't take care of their responsibilities. God don't take lightly. It says in that word, honey. It says literally in that word to not provoke your children to anger. One thing's for certain, and what can spring forth within a child who feel unloved, who end up like, okay, mommy, why my dad not around? Or daddy, why mommy not around? That springs forth like different type of emotions within a child. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes a lot of times these children act out on these things if they don't have the if they not spiritually cleansed from these things, or mentally taught up and emotionally taught about these things can spring forth. That's why you must be spiritually in tune with the Most High on the behalf of raising these children. So how dare you, look, y'all, I kind of shifted just a little bit, but follow me. So how dare y'all be trying to sit back and talk about all single mothers? You see what I'm saying? I done ran across some single mothers on this YouTube page who really are doing their thing. You see what I'm saying? Who really doing their thing, who really making sure and their children are growing up to become something so beautiful, something so man, I can't even think about the words right now, y'all, because I have so many emotions. But these children grow up to be very successful. These children end up growing to be amazing leaders. These children end up growing to break generational curses, many different things. You see what I'm saying? So I come to say that, and so as y'all can see, I'm all over because I have so much to say about this. I think I'm going to drop even more. And you know what I am? I'm going to drop so much more on this topic. For any of you who came across this message and you see these people on here talking all type of nonsense, or they say, oh, you're not valuable, or you're less valuable because you have a child or you have children. I don't care if you are a mother with 5 children. I don't care if you are a dad with 6 children and you make sure you take care of all of your children. I don't care what angle that you're coming from. At the end of the day, hold yourself accountable and stand on top of business on the behalf of your child. Because guess what? When you hold yourself accountable and you know that you're doing all you can do for your child, guess what? The Most High see that. And it's millions of people out here, y'all. These people out here be speaking from a judgmental place and a judgmental standpoint, looking down on others. But man, if you can see what these people be doing behind closed doors, if you can see what these folks be doing behind closed doors, I promise you, they have no point of judging nobody. They have no point of judging nobody. But if you can really see, you will be surprised. But God will send you somebody. It's somebody out here for you who will accept it. It's somebody out here like, I don't care about that. I will love you and that child if they have God's heart. Because guess what? One thing that God does, he loves. And love triumphs so many different things. Love triumphs all. The reason why so many people do these evil, wicked things is the lack of love. Love is the answer. So if somebody come and they have the heart of God, because if nobody don't have the heart of God, they cannot truly love you, because God is love. So if somebody really come and they have God's heart for you, they not going to care about that. They going to make sure they love on you and your child, or your 5 children, or your 10 kids. They're not going to care about that. They going to make sure that they show you and reflect God's love. So any of you out here who feel hurt and less than because of these comments that you see, y'all, we got to end up taking this to the Most High. We got to end up looking at ourselves. If you have accountability and you played a serious part in it, because I know I played a part in who I laid down with. But guess what? As far as parenting goes, and how I do my thing, and when people see, they speak highly, they like, man, you really doing it. You really, man, how are you able to, man? I just received a compliment earlier today. Like, man, you seem like you really got it together. And I have my things, my own battles that I gotta go through, but I make sure as a mother that I'm coming through for my daughter, and that's period. I will not make this nasty, evil world make me feel bad because of a mistake I made. And guess what? God turned that mistake into something so beautiful. It was a mistake of whom I laid down with. But guess what? God gave me something so beautiful. So it was a mistake because I went against my God's word, and I went against what I knew I was supposed to do. But it's not a mistake, because at the end of the day, when God sent this child, he had a purpose for my daughter, period. And it's being fulfilled. So I want y'all to listen to this word and to be encouraged, to be encouraged, to be encouraged, to be encouraged, to be encouraged. Don't let these folks out here make you feel bad about things that you have done. things that you have done. Like, who are these folks? Who are these people? And they be going so crazy. A lot of times these people be having single parents who even raised them, but they be so hurt about how their parents went about it and what they did. Or if they got their heart broken by a single mom or single dad who was hurt, and then they, hurt people. So they end up getting hurt down. So now they just blatantly being used by the devil. Or on top of that, these folks think they're better than, these things can never happen to them. Man, listen here, I ain't with none of that. At the end of the day, y'all, you heard what I said. Hold yourself accountable and know that you are valuable. You are here. You are you have, listen, you have so much going for you, you and your child or your children. Don't ever let nobody come and try to speak anything over you or your child, calling your child bastards and all this other type of stuff, and saying that you no good because you're a single mom or you a single dad. Outshine all of them. Stand on your truth. That's it. That's all. So I come to say I'll let y'all. Much love to y'all. Stay 10 toes down, 2 eyes open, all love. I will talk to y'all soon. Later.